have you ever heard people say that their math no longer has numbers and it's just a bunch of letters? Well, that's what we're going to see in this assignment here. And so looking at this one, there are some numbers, but our goal is to solve for y, and we got letters in the way. So we're going to figure out what in the world do we do here to figure out how to get y by itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to move everything with a y to one side and everything without a y to the other side. So this is 6y. Let's move it over to the left. So how do we do that? We're going to go ahead and subtract it. So minus 6y. We'll minus 6y on this side. But we can't really combine those, so I'm just going to leave it as py minus 6y plus 7 equals q. Now I'm going to go ahead and move the 7 over to the other side by subtracting it. And it doesn't combine with the q, so what we're going to have is py minus 6y equals q minus 7. So once again, I took the 6y, subtracted it over here. That's why we have minus 6y. And I subtracted the 7 to the other side, and that's why we have minus 7. Now what we have is these both have a y. So what I'm going to do is factor that y out to the front, leaving me with p minus 6 equals q minus 7. I don't know why I was using capital P. It's a lowercase p. And then this p minus 6, think about what you would do here. This is just some number. P minus 6 is just some number. So let's divide that entire number to the other side. So divide it by p minus 6, divide this side by p minus 6. And so our final answer is y equals q minus 7 over p minus 6. And that's all there is to it. Let me see if I can insert a space here without bringing everything else down. All right, cool. Let's do another example, something a little bit more complex this time. So we have negative p times d plus z. See, there's hardly any numbers going on anymore. And we'll have 2z, negative 2z plus 59. And you can see how bad my 2's are. They look just like z's. So our goal is to get z by itself. So there's a z here. Now in order to get the z by itself, let's distribute the negative p first. And it's the same idea as that last example. I'm going to take everything with a z, what we're solving for, move it to the left side. Everything without a z, like this term here, move it to the right side. So let's start by adding 2z to this side. So I'll have negative pd minus pz plus 2z equals 59. Then I'm going to go ahead and move this pd to the other side. So I'll have negative pz plus 2z equals 59 plus pd. Now typically if one's negative and one's positive, we usually put the negative actually on the right and the positive on the left. It's kind of a good habit. I don't know, my 2's are just getting worse. I think it's because I'm self-conscious of them right now. Be stuck here all day just writing this. All right, so now what we're going to do is factor out the z. And then I'm going to go ahead and divide 2 minus p. And z equals 59 plus pd over 2 minus p. And that's how we go ahead and solve for variables when there's other unknown coefficients or numbers in there that they look like variables, but the goal is move everything with that variable to one side and then factor out that variable and divide.